Wow, look at this Bitcoin pump right now. Dude, this pump is crazier than a shirtless guy on a treadmill talking about technical analysis. So make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel because we are bringing you the most timely crypto updates explaining exactly what we need to look for next. So last night, Bitcoin saw a little bit of a tumble, but we have just seen a 2% pump to the upside in the last hour. So to understand what we can expect next for Bitcoin, we need to build a little bit of context. So since December 5th, Bitcoin has been ranging sideways. And ever since we put in the high at $44,540, we were looking for some movement to the downside, which is why in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we gave the short setup from exactly $44,540 setup given in advance. Currently, we have taken the trade, and actually, I've locked in a profit, but I am still holding that short trade because depending on what happens right here is really going to determine how I trade Bitcoin in the new year, honestly. So what has happened last night is we did, in fact, put in another high right up here. And as you can see, as the price was getting higher and higher, market Cipher B was getting lower and lower. All right, this is known as the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boot pattern, where as the price gets higher and higher, the medical term for this is the Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boob pattern, because we can see price getting higher, the man boobs, the nipples, the money flow, all getting lower here, and this will most of the time result in a move to the downside. Now, when we saw this forming in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we actually did give that short setup in advance from 44,345. The trade played out perfectly. I actually still have some open after securing a nice profit. And then we were looking for basically this little area of consolidation to get a fake out to the downside right into that $42,850 zone for a potential bounce. Now, if we look at what's happened here, we actually came down just below that zone, $42,800, and we are currently getting a bounce right from that long setup zone that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. So now this is very, very important because we understand why we got the move to the downside. We know that we're bouncing from key support, but we are currently coming into a local area of resistance, which is the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement. Now, a huge shout out to the Casper Crew because we give these levels and these trade setups in advance, so we are able to capitalize on these movements. By the way, y'all, if you want to trade Bitcoin and altcoins, my two go-to exchanges are right now MEXC, the best fees in the game right now for trading Bitcoin and altcoins. And I am also trading cryptocurrency on an exchange called ZOOMEX, which does not require KYC nor a VPN. My two go-to exchanges, links in the pinned comment and the description. Also, if you want to become educated, if you want to learn how to trade this way, we do have a lot of educational content at jasoncaspertrading.com. Go ahead and click the link if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where we have an entire beginner's course, as well as multiple live streams every single day where we have our instructors giving the setups, walking you through the markets. We also have our courses here that can really help if you're new to this, how to not get wrecked and actually start to be profitable, including this juicy scalping course right here, where I walk you through how I was able to make $25,000 in a month, showing you all the proof and exactly how I did it, scalping the very, very low time frames. Links in the pinned comment and description if you're interested. Now, as we speak, we are starting to see a bit of a rejection from that 618 Fibonacci retrace level. If we go ahead and we take our Fibonacci tool from the last high that we put in, where we took the short trade from, to the low, you can see that we are currently coming up to that 618 level. And this is very important because the 618 Fibonacci actually is a girl I had a crush on in high school named Six Juanita. And as you can see here, I thought she had a thing for me. Turns out I was in something called the friend zone, and she was simply just using me because I would let her copy my homework and copy my tests. I basically got her through high school. And you can see here, when I asked her out on a date, we got a pretty harsh rejection here. Now, here's the thing. Why did she reject me? Because I look like a nice guy, right? Well, she wasn't into nice guys. She was into bad guys. And if we take a look down here at Market Cipher B, we can clearly see who she really had the hots for. Good old Sam Bankman-Fried hanging upside down. As I asked 618 out on a date, Sam Bankman-Fried was watching from the side. 618's eyes were looking not toward me, but toward him. And as we look at the chart right now, we are seeing something a little bit concerning, because as the price is making a significantly higher high into that Fibonacci golden pocket, we are also seeing the momentum waves potentially now on the 12-minute time frame, making a lower high, once again giving us that bearish Sam Bankman-Fried man boot pattern. So what we have right now is a very, very key set of criteria that will allow us to trade this in whatever direction the price wants to go next. We have to remember right now is a holiday time. A lot of people are not trading, and very small amounts of volume can move the market quite a bit, because when there's fewer participants in the market, smaller orders can actually have a bigger effect on the price. And we can actually see this demonstrated very clearly when we got the bounce down from this area right here, where I'm currently long from. Now notice something. Where did we bounce from? That's right, we also got the bounce from the Fibonacci 618 level, because yes, we're in the friend zone. She's not going to date you, but because you're in the friend zone, because she needs you to graduate high school, she will be there for support, to offer you a shoulder to cry on. Now, when we came down to this local 618 to down here, we actually did see some whales manipulating the price, looking to push it much, much higher. And they have indeed succeeded with this massively bullish 1 hour candle. Because if we take a look at the actual order book here on coinalyze.net, we can see that after we actually made this low into the key zone of support, we saw a lot of people getting very, very bearish and actually looking to short the market here. How can we tell? We have our two indicators down here. We have CVD and open interest. Open interest down here, these blue and purple candles, this is telling us our new trades opening or our trades closing. When we get a move, a big move, like this move to the downside, and we see actually a lot of decrease of open interest, that means this move to the downside is not actually new shorts opening up. It's simply long trades getting wrecked. Okay, so that's not a move caused by money entering the market. It's a move caused by traders exiting the market. Okay, but when we see the open interest increasing, this means new traders are opening up new trades. Now the CVD is telling us what direction are those trades opening in. If the CVD is getting lower, that means those are short trades opening up. If the CVD is getting higher, like this, as the open interest is also increasing, that's telling us there are new long trades opening up. Now, right here, as you can see, we saw a lot of open interest increase, means new trades are opening. We saw CVD getting lower, which means those new trades are short trades. And so we would expect that price would continue in this downtrend, but we don't see that. We actually see price make a higher low right into the Fibonacci golden pocket. What does that mean? That means there are bigger players here, whales, that are absorbing the retail traders FOMOing short. Now, there were about 10 million shorts that got absorbed by a whale with a big limit long order right down here at the golden pocket. And once this whale had his order filled, boom, he pushed the price to the upside. That's exactly what we saw. And look at this big follow through. We pretty much filled all this inefficiency that we had along the way down. And we are currently back in this old range right at the Fibonacci golden pocket retest. So what does this mean for the future of Bitcoin? Well, for me, it's actually quite simple. Right now, as you can see, after losing the fair value zone, where we had clear support once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, right around here, we lost that, and then we came back up into that zone. Now, the way volume theory works, the market establishes a fair value for the asset. If the price comes above that fair value and then comes back inside the fair value zone, it's most probable we make our way back down to the low of that fair value zone, where price becomes undervalued. And then it's most likely we make our way back up to the top of that fair value zone where price is overvalued, and so on and so forth. Well, we are back inside this fair value zone. What does that mean for me? That means right now, if we do get a move back down to retest this fair value zone around 43,465, if we go ahead and pull our Fibonacci golden pocket right here from that last major low before the big impulse, you can see that we do have, once again, our Fibonacci golden pocket coming right in around this key zone of support. So if we come down here and we see some bullish signs, we could actually expect a move up, potentially even to a new high. However, if the Bitcoin price loses that level, well, then we can actually expect a move down to make a new low. So for me, $43,400 right around this support resistance flip is going to be very, very key. I will be looking for bullish signs as we come into this area to potentially get another bounce. Now, if we continue moving to the upside right now, we need to understand that the most important resistance to the upside is in fact going to be the 786 Fibonacci. All right, this is at $44,094. If we can reclaim this level, I believe we are going to see Bitcoin make a new high above $45,000. Why is that? Well, because if we zoom out a little bit, we can see that throughout the entirety of this range here, although we've been ranging sideways, Bitcoin has actually been unable to make a lower low. In fact, we've been forming what one could call an ascending triangle pattern, which actually is a bullish pattern. And this up here looked very bearish. We had a 4-hour bearish divergence. Once again, we came back down, unable to make a lower low, keeping in with this pattern. And we are seeing momentum waves, money flow getting higher here on the 4-hour time frame. And if we can now reclaim this local value area and stay above this zone, this is showing indeed that the market does want to start trading Bitcoin at higher prices. And the most probable thing that would happen is that, yeah, we would actually put in a new high, especially since, like I said, it's a time where a lot of people are not trading. And so smaller amounts of money can really move the market. So what do we need to be aware of as we come up to these areas of resistance? Well, first of all, we know that we're looking for bearish divergences, which potentially we have forming right here, although money flow is getting thicker, which is actually more of a bullish sign. But also we want to be looking now, once again, at our CVD indicator, right? We want to see if the price is going to be coming up to around that 786 zone, right around $44,000. Are we seeing a lot of longs open up? Are we seeing the open interest increase? And are we seeing a lot of longs open up? More longs opening up here than we saw opening up here, right? Is the price making a lower high as more people are trying to long Bitcoin? If that is the case, well, it's a very good chance that we are seeing, once again, whales, those holiday whales, absorbing the long trades, looking to push the price back down lower. So really for me, the two main levels that I'm looking at today, it's going to be around $43,400 and also about $44,131, because those are the two places where we're most likely to be able to get into trade today or tomorrow. So guys, that is it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell. May God bless everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. If you celebrate Christmas, have a Merry Christmas, and I will see everybody in the next video. Peace.